So I'm going to do this Sunday self-care flow with no equipment, and as you can see I'm in my bedroom, so just try and find a space away from everyone. Give yourself 10 minutes of rest and relaxation and a little bit of calm for your mind as well. So we're going to start in our Pilates rest position, ensuring that we've got the ankles, knees and hips in that good alignment, and just spend a moment thinking about equal pressure between the big toe, the little toe and the centre of your heel. So you're imagining a triangle of balance on each foot. Okay, from there then we're going to come into our heel raises, so just rising up onto the balls of the feet and then slowly releasing down. So just starting to warm up the calf muscles, starting to energise all those little muscles through the foot and ankle, and at the same time I want you to imagine that little piece of string on the crown of the head. So we're thinking about that length through the spine, imagining each vertebrae stacked on top of each other, really getting that length and stretch from the legs, through the hips, the spine, all the way through the back of the neck up to the head. Okay, now feel free to release those hands, and we're just going to start taking those hands up and slowly releasing. And as we're doing that movement of that flow rising up and down, again, conscious of that foot position, I want you to imagine a line between your second and third toe. So as we rise, that weight is coming right the way through the centre of the foot. Sometimes those muscles can take the weight through the outside border, but we want to really energise those muscles in the correct manner. And we're going to do 3 more, really reaching those fingers up. Well done. And then the last one, we're going to hold it if we can. We're going to take those arms down and we're going to see, can we pulse those hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to take those feet a little bit wider now. We're going to turn those toes out to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. We're going to ensure that those heels have got that nice alignment. So we're imagining that straight line running through the heels, and we're going to come into our wide squat. So allowing those knees to travel over the toes, and again just softening the knees to where we feel comfortable. So we exhale as we lower, inhale, release, exhale and inhale. And again, when we're doing our squats, another little tip is to just create a little bit of space between the arch of the foot and the floor, so that stops the arch of the foot from rolling in, and it also helps to make sure that those knees are gliding over the toes as well. And we're going to do just 4 more. Well done. And 3 and 2, and on that last one we're going to hold it, and we're going to see, can we take that right hand out to the side and back in, and left hand out to the side and back in. We're going to do just a couple more. So starting to open up the chest area, getting those fine muscles a little bit warmer, really pushing those knees out to the sides of the room, helping to keep that focus. And when we come back in, we're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give those heels a little flick to the bottom, just to relax that muscle we've worked and warmed up through the outside and the front of the thigh. And then we're going to resume that position. So toes out to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Weight bearing through the heels, and then we're going to peel that heel up. So just lifting up into a little bit of foot series work. So from the pelvis up, the rest of us is staying nice and still. We've still got that length through the crown of the head, length through the spine and neck. Now from our heel peel, we can take it up and hold it, and then release. Lifting and lowering. And again, just nice and slowly, keeping that nice spirit level on the pelvis. And from here, if you're feeling brave enough, we can lift up, extend the legs, and then release. So we bend the knees, we lift up each heel, we extend the legs and release. So we come into our little squat, we lift the heels, extend and release. Now if you want to make it a little bit harder, we can hold those hands in front, we soften the knees, we lift the heels, we extend and release. Come down, lifting those heels, extend and release. And again, rising and lifting the arms this time if we wish. And we're going to do 2 more, lifting those heels up and release. And 1 more, lifting those heels up We're going to open up through the spine, so we've still got those ankles, knees and hips in that good alignment, that nice neutral spine. We've got our hands together and we inhale to prepare. We exhale, we draw the right elbow back, creating that twist through the mid-back area, and we inhale to release. Exhaling as we pull back, inhaling to release, exhaling to pull back, inhaling to release. Now to create a deeper stretch, when we pull the elbow back, if we extend the arm behind us, we then sweep the hand free. So we exhale, inhale, return. Exhale, inhale, return. And exhale, inhale, return. And exhale, inhale, return. One more on that side. And then when we come back, we're just going to release. We're going to soften those knees. We're going to keep one hand on the hip. And we're just going to draw ourselves up and over into mermaid. Releasing that hand back to centre. And again, drawing that hand up and over. And releasing. So mermaid's a really nice way to open up through the rib cage. Getting that lovely stretch through the spine. And again, we can inhale. Exhale, inhale, return. Exhaling, inhale to return. Really taking the arm over so we can feel that we're opening up through the sides of the rib cage. And on the next one then we're going to add in a little arm circle so we get that reach and length. And then we circle the arm down and in towards the body and the floor. We can release both hands down to the floor and then gently peel ourselves up. Roll those shoulders. And again, we soften the knees. Bring that hand up and over. Get that lovely stretch. Roll the hand in and down towards the floor. Release both hands. And then gliding up, lengthening through the legs, the spine. Nice shoulder roll. And we're just going to do one more on each side, so taking ourselves up into our mermaid stretch, rolling the arm down and in, releasing both hands, slowly regrowing, restacking, lengthening with that shoulder roll, and last time now as we come up and over, rolling through, and this time just pausing for a breath or two at the bottom before we straighten through the knees, lengthen up through the hips, through each level of the vertebrae, rolling those shoulders and relax. Great stuff.